five-setter that we've seen here. The first one was between Thailand and Japan, with Japan on the winning end for that one. Yesterday's results didn't just see Thailand winning over Korea and Dominican Republic winning over Kazakhstan. Yesterday's results also saw the Netherlands winning against Peru and Italy winning against Japan. This being the last game, this is the first of the scheduled matches that we have, and these wonderful referees will be working hard to make sure that all will fare well. Now that our officials had been introduced, we will in a short while get to know our contenders on that floor. And this will be an exciting match between these two squads that have gone head-to-head numerous times. In their most recent meeting, the 2015 World Cup, Korea won that 3-1. But in their last meeting here at the World Olympic Qualification Tournament, it was the Dominican Republic that won it 3-1. As we get to meet our starters for Korea, usually they do have Kim Soo-ji. You can see them position number 1, though Lee So-young will be starting at number 6, Wang Yun-ju. Number 7, Lee Jae-young. Number 11, they'll have Kim Soo-ji, as I mentioned here. And of course, for these Koreans, they will also be seeing Yeom Hyo-sun. You haven't seen her as the starting setter here in these matches. They usually start with Lee Hyo-hee, and they will also have Kim Hae-ron. She is absolutely reliable, as we get to know now as they complete also their unit there on the Korean end with Bayuna. They also have here for the Dominican Republic Vargas Valdez, who will start with Marte Frica, who's the number 3 best setter in this tournament. Rivera and of course Isabel Peña will also be there. You'll have Martinez and Castillo, the best digger with 75 digs, averaging 3.75 per set. Coach Marcos Quek will also be having the younger Martinez, Hinairi Martinez and Brealyn Martinez also will be joining that four. On the floor, as the Dominican Republic are hoping to throw everything that they've got against a shorter opponent, at least the ones you see on the floor right now. The Dominican Republic side really standing head and shoulder above their opponents. Let's see if that's going to be a cause for concern, though the mission has already been met for Korea, and that's to qualify for the Olympics. This is one nation that is absolutely proud, and they will not end it on a two-game losing streak. But there was a touch there on that end, and that's going to be side out rather for the Dominican, or rather it'll be called out by our referees, and it will be for Korea's first point. Serves it usually to where Rivera was, and they did the right thing with Kim Soo-ji serving it up to Rivera on the back right position. That's where they are stacked up at this moment. Korea off to a 2-0 start, and that time Rivera will watch that sail out. For the Dominican Republic, they claimed their first win here in Tokyo just against Kazakhstan just yesterday, 3-1. In 2008, they also had a late surge. They won their last 3 assignments. And hopefully the surge will give them a boost as well. While Korea there with a tip over wins that, and it's side out for the Asian champions. Lee Jae-young with that service error, keeping the Dominican Republic in step, and they will have Peña Isabel for service. Here's the setup right here, which was blocked out, but that fell on the side of the Dominican Republic. Lee So-young soaring there. As this pocket of Korean supporters are here. That service again to Rivera. They go to Martinez now, taking it easy as she floated high on that one to the back left end where Bayun now was. Martinez, number 4 among scorers with 105 total. They'll set it up from the right wing this time. Unreturned, unanswered. Hwang Yoon-ju with that hit over there to evade the defense of Valdez. Gives an opportunity for Hwang Yoon-ju for service. Oh, and that's a service ace. And that is one department that is the specialty of the house for the Korean national squad. To Rivera this time. Martinez will be going from the back row to get that shot over an unguarded spot with Vargas. Valdez now, the 34-year-old middle blocker for that service. On that cross court there was absolutely great. And this squad from Korea is just answering and denying the Dominican Republic. Lee So-young right there will be headed to the service area as Korea is leading 7-4. The 22-year-old outside hitter hits net that time. You won't be seeing Kim Yoon-kung perhaps so much in this game, but she is the top scorer here. Let's see if they'll get her going. Korea has an opportunity here to finish at number 1, and Kim Soo-ji is trying to do just that, to take care of business. And she gets this reverse and drops it down right in front of Realyn Martinez for Korea's 8th point, and that is our first technical timeout with a 3-point advantage for the Koreans. This side of the Koreans, they're absolutely using their second stringers. Not a lot of the usual starters that you saw here for Coach Lee Jung-chul, but it's not because they are not going to put up a good fight. They will put up a great fight with these young stars that you'll see here. They do need that exposure, and they do need to prepare for the 2016 Olympic Games, which is really just around the corner, or for this squad right here that you see on the floor, which has Kim Soo-ji on that service area. You can expect a lot of surprises here. Castillo earlier with the reception. Henairi and the older Martinez finishes it off with a bump over. And that will be another point for Korea. Look at this squad go. They are leading against a higher-ranked squad, the Dominican Republic, without their top player, Kim Yoon-kung. I don't also see Yang Hyo-jin, who's a number 2 best blocker here, but Korea continues to score, now leading 10-5. And for Coach Marcos Quick, I'm sure he's going to be calling now for this timeout to wake up this squad here. They do want to end on a high note, get 2 wins straight, and this is not something that they'll actually just let go that easily. They're going to be fighting hard, the squad from the Dominican Republic. You can sense that concern This last day when so much has been taken out of you, physically, mentally, and emotionally, this is one day where your character will show. Korea with that service there from Kim Soo-ji. A hard hit by Peña Isabel. Stops the bleeding and the scoring for Korea. 6 now for the Dominican Republic, and they've got work to do. And I have a feeling they're gonna hit him hard with Rivera at that service area. Serves it over to the back right. From the back row, a tip over. Good decision making by Hwang Eun-ju. There'll be a challenge, though, by Korea. And we're waiting for the official to signal that there will be an official challenge. There you go. And now challenge is acknowledged.
The challenge is attack line 4.
Ah. If they had committed a fault with that attack line fault, and that will now be another opportunity for the Dominican Republic to continue to cut down Korea's lead, now amassing 7 points thus far here in this opening set. And we have Rivera waiting at that service area. Watch out for that back right as our officials will signal the start and the continuation of this match. Good dig by Brenda Castillo. Here comes Martinez, and she goes up again from that back row. Take a look at that return by Lee Jae-young. And Martinez right there finishes it off and dishes the Dominican Republic's 8th point here with Rivera still at that service area. And this Korean side will not allow the Dominican Republic to score in succession for too long as they end that rally in their favor. Yoon Hye-sun for service where Rivera was. They always drop it to Rivera as Martinez will go cross court. She targets Lee Jae-young for that one and scores anew. Side out for the Dominican Republic, and you have Hinaire Martinez. She's 18 years old, the youngest in the squad, 190 centimeters high. The squad has a huge height average. She will save that. Rivera and Peña Isabel will send it over. Good job by Rivera there, getting the applause from the crowd. Hinaire to Rivera. You'll have Martinez Brealin tries to finish it off. Good up right there by Lee Hyo-hee, but those blockers there. Breaks into their 10th point, only trailing now by 1, and this is how they were able to do that. They score off of the efforts of Valdez. Hinaire played for the Dominican Republic in the 2015 Orseca Championships, where they won the silver medal. That time, though, she won't be back to that service area as of yet, with the Koreans scoring their 12th point here off of that beautiful cross-court touch there by Hwang Eun-ju. Service by Lee Jae-young. Jae-young digs that. They go over for that soft touch. Castillo helping out right here. Back row attack was enough for Rivera to put that point away. The Dominican Republic within 1 now. And Rivera targeting Kim Hae-ron. Peña Isabel for service. That'll be out. Peña Isabel was the MVP in the 2012 Under-23 Pan American Volleyball Cup and the best outside hitter. That time, though, a costly error for the former MVP. As you have Bayun Na, known for her blocking. That joust won by Marte. And she swipes it off the block of Martinez there. She's absolutely been stellar here in this stretch. Number 6, Wang Yunju. Bayun now with a service again to Rivera. They go to Martinez, and that soft over is saved there. Good dig. And that ball will be over on the Dominican Republic side. Marte quick to Valdez Vargas. Great effort shown there on the side of Yum Hye-sun, but it was this kill that gave this point to the Dominican Republic. 12 serving 14. They go again to the back left, and they have another point attempt right there. Castillo punches it up in the air. Those blockers making it so difficult when Vargas is there. It's tough to get through. Kim Soo-ji will need more power against the 34-year-old veteran in Valdez. Valdez once again, though, that time we talked about power, and that's what Lee So-young served up. Lee So-young, the 22-year-old player from the GS Caltex in the Korean V-League, member of the national team that finished second in its 2015 Asian Women's Volleyball Cup. You see a number of replacements here for the Koreans. They'll have Kim Hee-jin. We'll see Lee Hyo-hee now for that service area. These cogs right here for Coach Lee Jung-chul might be dictating the pace now to Peña Isabel. They serve. Here's Rivera. Puts it down all the way to the back. Not giving Lee Jae-young a chance right there with this kill. Valdez, that back left area received earlier by Lee So-young as she returned the favor, putting it down on the ground against the Dominican Republic. And this is the second technical timeout, with that play coming from the left front. And you have the Koreans here up 16-14. It's been an arm wrestle between Korea and the Dominican Republic, not really being able to stretch their scoring rally here. It's been back and forth as we have the Koreans leading 16-14 against the Dominican Republic. The Dominican Republic looking to end on a high note. We talked about their win against Kazakhstan, where it was really a world-class performance by their libero, Brenda Castillo, and she really helped and got a lot of support also from Eva Castillo, who early on took the match and matters into her own hands. But speaking of Castillo, the libero, look at her with that dig earlier. A bump over, though, by the Dominican Republic. Another one there by Castillo. Lee Hyo-hee. Oh, not a chance to put that back, as Peña Isabel not able to control that with that hit coming from that left flank from Lee Jae-young. Service for Lee So-young. That hit the net. Peña Isabel right there. They go to Rivera, and always favorite spot down the line for Rivera when she's there on that left front. It's really tough to put any kind of defense against her when she's on her strong side like that. Marte. She's the third best setter here in this tournament, averaging 7.8 sets. Rivera to Marte, and they'll go for that back row attack from Martinez. Here comes the Koreans again. Castillo would try to chase that. Good job. Great save there by Castillo. That time, though, she couldn't get in the spot as Rivera, not able to protect that front left area. As we take a look at that hit and this awesome save right there by Castillo. But a point for the Koreans, who are leading 18-15. Service by Kim Soo-ji to Peña Isabel. Marte over once again to Rivera. They'll set it up on that right side to Kim Hee-jin earlier with a strong attack. This one too strong coming from Martinez, stretching now Koreans' lead to 4. Kim Soo-ji for service. They'll go to Peña Isabel on that left side. The younger Martinez puts it away. Let's see how Henayri was able to take advantage of that beautiful set by Marte earlier. And Rivera back in that service area for the Dominican Republic, needing 3 to neutralize the Koreans here. They'll need to do more than that, but great effort on the part of Rivera. Just couldn't put enough on that ball, but it was a difficult shot to deflect. As you see here, with some more substitutions, they will be replacing Lee Hyo-hee and Kim Hee-jin. They will have Yoon Hyo-sun back in the service area. With Korea needing to win this first set to get things rolling. Look at that hard hit from Peña Isabel, but great job there by their libero, Kim Hae-ron. Watch that power. She launches that rocket all the way from the back row. As Binet, specialty would be the hard serve, so watch out for the heat that Binet will put up as she replaces Henayri. When the Dominican Republic is looking for points, you can always count on Binet from the service area. They still trail by 3 here against Korea. Good job there by Kim Hae-ron. And point for the Dominican Republic. As we take a look at that action once again, good blocking there again by Vargas, denying Lee Jae-young. As a timeout is called on the floor for Korea. The Koreans have 14 attack points coming from Lee So-young, 4 of them, and Hwang Yun-ju owns 3. Lee Jae-young with 4 attack points, 2 for Kim Soo-ji, and 1 for Bae Yun-na. They gotta get ready for the heat. Binet with its service. Go to the back right there. And that tip over. Korea attacks anew. That was off of Lee Jae-young. Binet there with that dig earlier. And they score off the block, and Martinez swipes it off. Take a look at that dime there from Marte Frica, and Martinez just challenging and breaking down that double coverage against her. Binet to try to tie this against Korea. But not that time, as Hwang Yun-ju puts a stop to it. And Hwang Yun-ju Ju, the 29-year-old outside hitter, will give Korea a lift here. Still up 21-22. Hyeron to Lee So-young. Lee So-young, we talked about how she was a member of the national team that finished second in the 2015 Asian Women's Volleyball Championship, and she was also part of the team that finished third in the first Asian Women's Under 23.
No le dé para abajo, no le dé para abajo, está buena, dale por encima, moviendo el balón todo el tiempo, ¿está? De la suya tú estás en dos, ella no ataca de dos para dos, viene para el hoyo, siempre la que está fuera del bloqueo tiene que coger el otro lado.
For the Dominican Republic, they have 12 attack points, 1 coming from Vargas, they have 4 coming from Rivera, 2 from Isabel Peña, and 5 from Brealyn Martinez. Right now, they need to prepare for Lee Jae-young's wonderful service to Castillo. Marte with a quick right there to Valdez. Valdez adds another one to her attack points as we take a look at it at another time, and it was just Bae Yoon-ju that went up for the challenge. Peña Isabel for service. They're really having a great time whenever they put it down and serve it up to that back right where Lee Jae-young is, and a service ace here for the Dominican Republic puts them just a point away, and there's going to be key substitutions here as number 13 Park Jeon-ah, the number 21 best spiker, and the number 13 best receiver. And Jeon-ah not needed that time as Hyeron was able to put that up. Binet to Marte. They go all the way to that left wing with an attack by Martinez. Nothing that Park Jeon-ah could do anything about.
Timeout by Korea.
And Korea will be calling a timeout as the Dominican Republic ties it with that last attack coming from Martinez. Korea has outdone the Dominican Republic in terms of attacks. They have 16 to their name, but they haven't scored off of the blocks. They tied the Dominican Republic in the service department. They have 2 service aces each, and both committing 4 errors. You have Peña Isabel to try to break this 22-point deadlock, though that service error gives Korea a point advantage and just going and needing 2 more points to put this seesaw battle in this first set away. Bae Yoon-na for service. They go over to Binet. A soft touch over. It's still live. Park Jeon-ah earlier puts it up, and Vargas puts it down with authority. Park Jeon-ah wasn't ready for what she had to serve up, but take a look at how they recovered and was able to return that ball. But she finishes that with a nice cross court all the way to the back. Dominguez will be replacing Marte Frica for now, and even though Peña Isabel has worked absolutely hard, she will also take a breather as the team captain for the Dominican Republic, De La Cruz, now is on that floor for Coach Marcos Quick. Good service right there. Good up by Binet also on this end. Watch out for Rivera. There was a touch, and so the Dominican Republic will score anew. Set point now. Here comes a strong attack right there, Hwang Yeon-ju. They'll set it up, and the block attempt right there, but it fell in on the floor of the Koreans. Kim Soo-ji not being able to challenge that attack coming from Martinez. The Dominican Republic winning this hard-fought first set, 25-23. What a set that was for Martinez. They're off to a brilliant start here in their final game here at the World Olympic Qualifying Tournament. A 25-23 victory against the Koreans, who already have qualified for the Olympic Games. And in terms of attacks, they have 17 for the Dominican Republic, the last one being scored by Brealyn Martinez, who now has 7. Let's take a look at the set statistics here. As the Koreans lead in terms of service aces, it's the Dominican Republic that's above the Koreans with their 17 attack points. 5 errors on the part, though, of the Dominican Republic, but they do recover in terms of blocks, out-blocking the squad from Korea 3-0. Koreans, though, have been sacrificing their bodies. They've been having and showing some brilliant digs here, and that first set was really just a taste of what the young Koreans can do against the Dominican Republic, determined to win this game and end their campaign here at the 2016 World Olympic Qualifying Tournament on a high note with 2 wins straight. They won yesterday, and with that win against Kazakhstan, this really gives them, or that really just gave them, their 4th set that they've won here. Only winning 1 set prior to that match against Kazakhstan. But for Korea, they really need to fine-tune things a little bit. We'll see still Kim Yoon-kong in the player's pen. And most likely we'll just look forward to the Rio 2016 Olympics. Kim Yoon-kong is the number 1 scorer so far, and she's going to be watching from the player's pen what her teammates can be doing, like Lee So-young, who's got 5 attack points. You also have Hwang Yeon-ju, who's got 4. Lee Jae-young with 4 attack points. Number 11, you're seeing her, Kim Soo-ji, she's got 2 attack points. And you also have some contribution from Bai Yun-na. And over on the side of the Dominican Republic, Brealyn Martinez is the one really setting and leading the charge here for the Dominican Republic. You have Rivera Brenz in that service area. Serving up there to Haerun. So-young with that attack, and a point there by Park Jun-ah. She's 21st amongst spikers. She's a 21 best spiker in this tournament. 39 spikes for Park Jun-ah. 39 of 132, which gives her a 29.55% rate. She puts that up. She's also the number 13 best receiver, and she's showing us the way. Was there a touch? There was a touch there off of the block attempt there by Martinez, and they will score off of Hwang Yeon-ju's efforts, sending back Park Jun-ah to the service area. And that joust there won by Marte Frica. Ball still live, though. Here's another attack. The 2 Martinezes going up for that one. That time it's over and through the seams, and she scores a new Hwang Yeon-ju. She played for the Korean national team in the 2012 London Olympics, where they finished 4th. This 29-year-old Hwang Yeon-ju over on the right forward position has done well, and she watched Park Jun-ah's service over there. Good dig by Lee So-young. And here she comes again. That time, though, Hwang Yeon-ju was denied by the double coverage that had Martinez there doing the damage. Henairi Martinez in that service area. Serving it up to, once again, Heiron. Rivera from the back row swipes it off the defenders, and again another powerful rocket-like hit there from Rivera. She's got 6 attack points so far. And Henairi back in that service area. To tie this though, she won't do it from there, and she will be flagged down by Castillo as she troops back to the player's pen. As Castillo prepares for the service from Peyuna. They serve it up though to Peña Isabel, and a quick to Vargas there. Good setup job by Marte. And Bayuna will be quickly replaced by Lam Ji-yoon. Watch this service of Marte Frica. She might target Nam Jae-yoon here. Soft touch over, but Hwang Yun-ju wasn't enough as they now prepare for this attack over on the right side, and she makes them pay. Peña Isabel puts it down hard down the line. Their libero, Ji-yeon Nam, couldn't put a challenge against that hard-hitting Peña Isabel. And the ball goes back from that service to Nam Jae-yeon. Attacked by Lee So-young. Rivera there, finding that open spot. Nam Jae-yeon, too much space between her and that ball. Let's take a look at that back row attack. You saw it was like a donut right there in the middle, a big hole that Rivera took advantage of. Frica, Marte Frica with that service. That time, she puts it away. Hwang Yun-ju wins that rally for Korea. We're tied at 5. She played during the 2010 Asian Games in Guangzhou, China, played for the Korean team in the 2005 Asian Women's Volleyball Championship, where they finished 4th, and now she'll be going to the Olympics. A block right there went wayward, and Peña Isabel will be getting another swipe and a point here with this attack coming from that left end, not being able to control it. That was Kim Soo-ji. That service received that time by Park Jeon-ah. But that will go back on the side of the Dominican Republic, with Martinez once again going back to that service area to try to extend this 2-point advantage. Watch it go on that back left side. Great slide right there that you saw from Kim Soo-ji. That offhand hit cross court to Peña Isabel. Scores anew for Korea, only trailing by 1. They see Lee So-young at the service area, that wing spiker, 22 years old. Outclassed right there that time by Valdez.
The first Dominican timeout.
Another touch down by Valdez, and they continue to take advantage of that center area. And this technical timeout by the Dominican Republic's 8-6 lead is much needed also by Korea.
The first Dominican timeout.
21 attack points for Korea so far here. They are looking to match the 23 attack points of the Dominican Republic. We see now Kim Yoon-kung on that bench out of the player's pen. Let's see if she'll be called and her services will be needed immediately. That back row attack, they're hoping to win that rally, but unfortunately there is a fault there on the part of Korea, and that'll be another point for the Dominican Republic, who now stretches it 9-6. Valdez for service to Hairon. They'll go to number 13 there, Park Jong-ah. Marte sets it up to Peña Isabel, and she crawls her way for that dig right there. Good job by Nam Ji-yeon earlier. Here's another one, and the heat brought by Henaire Martinez. And here we see Kim Yoon-kung coming in, and Ba Yeon-na, maybe after this timeout, she's now in this huddle by Coach Lee Jung-chul. Let's see if the team captain right now is needed on that floor. We're waiting to see if they're going to be pressing on that panic button, trailing by a set against the Dominican Republic, and then the 4-point disadvantage that they are faced with right now. This squad from Korea is facing a tough challenge. Let's see how they overcome that block right there off of the attack of number 13. Park Jong-ah scores anew for the Dominican Republic. That bump set right there, and then it hits also Kim Soo-ji, who wasn't able to control that, but Henaire Martinez scores off of that block. Kim Soo-ji earlier with the attack, and again that soft touch. Rivera recognizing where they ought to drop that shot. Off speed over the blockers, scores the 12th for the Dominican Republic. And still Coach Marcos Quick working hard there at that sideline. That back row attack received by Martinez. Here's Peña Isabel, and that's on the line, and it's good. Let's take a look how she was able to do that right on the line. Vargas with a service to Hairon. Bumps it over to that left side attack. Oh, the power behind that. And these ladies from the Dominican Republic ripping through that defense with Peña Isabel. And Korea will be calling for another timeout. What adjustments will they need to do here? And we talk about how they already qualified for the Olympics, but this is one team that has a lot of pride. For Korea, they've been getting point productions from Lee So-young with 5 attacks, Hwang Yeon-ju with 7. You still don't see on that floor team captain Kim Yoon-kun. But number 13 is trying to take care of business, Park Jong-ah. Marte sets it up against Park Jong-ah. Peña Isabel hits that ball wide, and that will go to the side and favor of the Koreans. Who will have Kim Soo-ji for serve. Kim Soo-ji, the 28-year-old middle blocker, played for the Korean national team that finished 3rd in the 2013 Asian Women's Volleyball. But the Dominicans here continue to deny with that hit down the line by Peña Isabel, continues to deny the Koreans of a good run here in the second set. The Koreans still struggling for form. Here's another attack, and they will have that out of play. as we now have our second technical timeout, with the Koreans having much to think about here, being down 16-7. And the opposition is quite difficult. Let's see the adjustments of Coach Lee Jun-chul after this technical timeout. Fans from Korea have come to see their squad here for the last time at the World Olympic Qualification Tournament. For Coach Marcos Quek, for him to be able to finish strong here, he knows that he's got a squad that's still young. They have scored in succession. Korea only being able to break the serve there once, 16-7 for the Dominican Republic. You know, it's interesting to note that the Dominican Republic will still have 10 players that will be below 30 years old by 2020. So you will have these players that will have great exposure, and Coach Marcos Quek here will have an opportunity to continue to develop this team. Quick over right there by Korea. They go to Rivera. They try to control that, and attack now by Park Jun-ah. From the back row, Martinez! Lee, so young, couldn't put up a challenge there, as Martinez shows how strong, how quick she is. And a 17-7, a 10-point advantage there. Hae-run. It's quite difficult for Hae-run to receive those strong serves. And that ace brings it to an 18-7 advantage. You're taking a look at the player span. Still no signs of Kim Yeon-kong. Hae-run now with better control with that reception. That hit there, blocked by Park Jun-ah. She goes again. Rivera controls it. Rivera asks for it. Easy over. They had Hwang Yun-jo with that up. Castillo to Marte. Again, Hwang Yun-jo earlier. Ball still live. The referees, though, will be calling a ceasefire. In that last play, you saw how she dropped hard on the floor, talking about Priscilla Rivera. She seems to be okay here. Getting some attention, and she's gonna shake this off. Their therapist and trainer, Cesar Villalona, there to attend to her. And she signals to Coach Quek that she's fine. So play continues with another service ace. Wow, Peña Isabel on a roll here from that service area. And it's been so difficult for Nam Ji-yoon to control that time, though. The excitement got the better of her, as the Koreans now hoping to stage a comeback. They are down 19-8. Rivera seems to be okay, as she usually is the target. Watch out for her spot here. Number 17 to serve, Yum Hye-sun to Rivera. Marte sets it up for Henairi. Good dig. Good job there by Lee So-young earlier. Marte to that powerful hit by Peña Isabel, and it's off the top of the block there. And there was a touch by Bayona. And that's how they scored their point, with Rivera in that service area. Again, they served it up earlier to Nam Ji-yoon, and they're just now with that nice cross-court finish there by Park Jun-ah, who had a collision with Kim Hae-run. Hae-run puts that up. Here's the attack, and it's blocked away and stuffed right back. That hit of Lee So-young faced a wall that had Brealyn Martinez in front of it, as Binet will be checking in for once again. Henairi Martinez, and it's her tough to read serves that will be doing wonders now. 21 serving 9. Watch out for the spot of Kim Hae-ron. Oh, this time though, they switched it to Nam Yi-jun. Here's the attack by Lee So-young. And it's still a tough climb here, as you have number 15 checking in, Kang So-hui,
Number 15, Kang In.
to replace Bayon Na. The 18-year-old Kang So-hui will be seeing action here. And that service, though, went wide. Check that, she's a 19-year-old setter. Played for the Korean national team in the 2013 Asia Women's Volleyball Championship. As Bae will be replacing Kang quickly. Or Bae will be replaced right there. Nam Jae-yoon, watch out for her spot. Oh, but instead of Nam Jae-yoon getting behind that service, number 13, Park Jong-ah, got there because they know how she's had a difficult time. But Park Jong-ah is the 13th best receiver. So why not get in front of that serve? Here's Marte again. And that time received by Nam Jae-yoon. Here's that attack, denied, but there's going to be a point there for Korea, as they're getting good production from Wang Yeonju. But she'll be replaced first by Lee Hyo-hee.
Number 6 out, number 3, Lee Hyo-hee in.
And you'll also see Kim Hae-jin, another vital cog and key component here. Kim Hae-jin brings, of course, a lot of experience on that floor for Coach Lee Jung-chul. That service by Kim Hae-jin, or Lee Hyo-hee, good. Oh, unfortunately, though, an error on the part of Korea brings us to the set point now for the Dominican Republic in set number 2. And you'll have Martinez here. Watch out for the heat. Here's the attack. The Koreans needing to stay alive. And they won't be able to do it with that beautiful finish there coming from Martinez. Again, she's the one who ends the set with this 25-11 output after a closer match in that first set. The Koreans, though, not being able to draw up the energy that they need to challenge Martinez, Rivera, and even Peña Isabel in that brilliant second set that they've played. And so now the Dominican Republic has won 6 sets here in this tournament. They are really doing a stellar job of finishing strong, evading that cellar. And of course, this now heading into this final set, the question is, will the Koreans, who are already part of that Olympic lineup for 2016, will they be putting in their stars to try to have a good finish here against the squad of Coach Marcos Quek? Castillo and the rest of them haven't been taking it easy against the Koreans. You still see their Class A lineup, and they are still going to be fighting hard as if their backs are against the wall, wanting to see a good victory here for the Dominican Republic. Dominican Republic leading this match, and after 2 sets, they lead in the attacks department 32 against Korea's 24. And take a look at what transpired in that last set. 3 service aces for the Dominican Republic, 15 attacks of the 32 that they had. So they're still at pace with what they did in that first set. 3 errors for the Dominican Republic, a much better control from them there, where they committed 5 in that initial set. 15 digs for them as well. Meantime, for Korea, even though they do have they do have some great players like Park Jong-ah, and the rest of them, we're seeing Bae-yeon Na also, who's number 19 amongst best blockers. We haven't been seeing Yang Hyo-jin, who's the number 2 best blocker in the league, and neither have we seen Kim Yoon-kong, who's the number 1 scorer here in this tournament. You see Park Jong-ah on that floor again, who will put up the challenge against Marte, who will, of course, have a grand time with their team, looking very confident. Speaking of confidence, Hwang Yoon-ju built up a lot of confidence there, getting ample time. And of course, you also have been seeing their setter, Yoon Hyo-sun, 25-year-old, who's now at the service area. Yum is the 11th best setter in this tournament so far, as Martinez serves it over to, or spikes it over earlier, and that's out of reach of Castillo, and it was through the front line defense, but Korea here scores the first and is looking a lot more energetic at the start of this third set. They have fallen 2 straight sets so far. Will they be able to respond and recover? Kim Soo-ji at the service area. She's 28 years old. Or Yum rather, that was still Yoon Hyo-sun at that service area. Check that, but still she will go back to that service line as Korea scores anew. Yum for service. To Rivera, and Castillo sets it up. Martinez for that reverse and that kill. And Valdez will be checking in for the libero, as Henaire Martinez with that service sends it over to Kim Hae-ron, to Nam Jae-yeon rather. But a quick point here for the Dominican Republic. But first, a challenge by Korea. Let's see how that transpired. That involved Park Jong-ah. Was there indeed a touch that was seen by Coach Park Jong-chul? And they're still skimming through the challenge system. As you know, this system is the one that will be adopted for the 2016 Rio Olympic Games, and it's a new technology that's assisting the referees. And there was no touch. So it wasn't a successful challenge there for the Koreans, bringing back Henaire Martinez in that service area to try to break this. And she does, but with that error, it's Korea now on top, 3-2. Switch of the libero once again. Kim Hae-ron on the floor, but with a service, Park Jong-ah serves it out. Just out. The libero switching again. You have Nam Jae-yeon back on that floor, as Marte Frica looking at where Nam Jae-yeon is. Here's the attack from that left side. That cross court's good for Lee So-young. Bae-yeon Na for service. Oh, and a quick right there by Valdez. Good response by the blockers. You saw good action by Kim Soo-ji earlier from the back row, dug up by Castillo. Here's Valdez. That time though, Park Jun-ah. After that good hit earlier that sent it over, Park Jun-ah couldn't bring that ball up. Strong attack from Valdez right there through the defense of Kim Soo-ji. Braylin Martinez sends it to the back middle, and a quick hitting right there from Soo-ji to Marte Frica, and the battle is now tipping on the Korean side, 5-4, with Hwang Yun-ju, the 29-year-old veteran. To Rivera they go, and another kill there. Rivera, the 2010 Pan American Cup MVP, has played in 11 Olympic Games. Valdez with that service earlier. Here's the attack by Lee So-young. They need to send that over, and they do with Peña Isabel. Good job by Lee So-young and Kim Soo-ji. That block, though, by Rivera. Kim Soo-ji able to score off of her, swiping it off with its strong, powerful hit. Lee So-young, hailed as the best outside spiker in the first Asian Women's Under-23 Championships. They need to chase that down. Will they be able to do it? And Castillo easily does that. Over they go. Here's the attack by Korea. Henairi with that block earlier. They'll go to Peña Isabel. The crowd absolutely loving what they're seeing here. You saw Park Jun-ah soaring for that to try to block out Peña Isabel. But she had it her way as she troops back to that service area to try to break the deadlock. That's Park Jun-ah earlier with the attack from the back. She's feeling it. Launched that rocket from the back row. And the Dominican Republic here with Peña Isabel sees that hard hit to Nam Jae-yoon. Nam Jae-yoon preparing for this. Here's Henairi Martinez putting it down hard. Nice rotation there. Now, good swing. And evading the defense of Park Jun-ah as we have our first technical timeout here in set number 3. Will the Dominican Republic log their second win here? Coach Kwek still coaching hard to make sure that they do just that. Team captain De La Cruz giving ample support and making sure that team is focused. Right now, setting the pace here with the 37 attack points that the Dominican Republic has been able to amass. They're paced by Peña Isabel, who's got 9 attack points, followed by Rivera. Or rather, Peña Isabel has 10 attack points, followed by Rivera with 11, but you still have Martinez with 11 attack points. That attack by Korea, paced by, in that instance, Kim Soo-ji, logging in her 6th attack point of Korea's 29. Soo-ji at that service area to Rivera. Here's the attack there, the blockers not being able to angle that and deflect it back on the floor of Korea. Great job by Park Jun-ah. She's got a 29.55% effectivity. Again, Kim Soo-ji to Rivera. Henairi Martinez. Good finish for her here through Park Jun-ah. As Martinez and Marte combining for these brilliant plays. Rivera in that service area served it up to the libero there. And that's a wonderful kill, which really just started with Nam Jae-yoon with a good control of that leather. Good save right there by Kim Hyo-jun also. She goes for that kill. And Hwang Jun-yu scores a new for Korea. Service by Yum. Service is aced. Korea now on top, 10-9 here in set number 3, where you've seen the Dominican Republic scramble here in that last rally. Yum Ye-sun for service. Watch that back right where Rivera is. Marte to Martinez. Good up by Kim Hae-ran. That block by Martinez returned right back. Also, the younger Martinez, Henairi on the right side. You had Brea Lynn on the left. The 1-2 punch of the Martinez sisters, really tough to defend. As you take a look at how Brea Lynn was able to score that for the Dominican Republic, who now ties it at 10. Henairi for service. Oh, wow. Powerful attack there again. Hwang Eun-joo making a good account of herself here. She played for the Korean team in the 2015 FIVB World Cup volleyball, where they finished 6th. Service there by Park Jun-ah. And look at how Rivera was not able to control that. Just above Rivera. Expect the ball to go there again. Rivera better this time in controlling. Castillo to Martinez through the defenders. Easy to go through by Yuna in that instance. But Bayona is one tough blocker. She's number 19 amongst all blockers with 8 stuff blocks. That time, though, again, Martinez got the better of her. That service by Marte Frica will be returned, and Valdez was there to defend it right away. Here's another attack by Hwang. Peña Isabel, good up there by Yum. They'll go to Hwang, denied once again. They'll go over now to the other side where Lee So-young was, but the point won by the Dominican Republic. And Peña Isabel with Valdez. Valdez is the one who stuffed it right back. Have made it hard for So-young. Here's Marte with that service. That time it went to where Park Jun-ah was, and Korea scores with this one. And this young squad getting a lot of energy right here from Hwang Eun-joo. Here's Marte to Martinez, good up by Yum. And they couldn't control that hit coming from Hwang Eun-joo. And the Koreans leading here 14-12 with Bayona for service. They hope to win this third set. And just to give this young squad the confidence, with this attack right there. Oh, still in control. Peña Isabel, despite that scamper there to control that. able to dump it through, as you see Martinez with that dig, but they managed to somehow put it on that left front for that attack by Peña Isabel. Side out for the Dominican Republic. Martinez for service. Oh, and an error there on the part of Korea. Gives the Dominican Republic a lot more confidence against a squad that hasn't seen Kim Yoon-kung on that floor. Those blockers there couldn't do anything about that shot from the determined Lee So-young, soaring from that left wing. Wang Yunju has been absolutely fun to watch here. She's got 13 or 12 points already to her name that time. The ball dropping and sent hard to Park Jun-ah. Peña Isabel scores again with Valdez at the service area. Good up there as it grazed the net, but that'll be a point for the Dominican Republic. Let's see first this challenge. They claim that there is a touch. And Korea will be calling for this challenge. Let's see who will get to that lead first. There was a net touch that Korea, through Coach Lee Jung-chul, has seen. Hence this challenge. And as you know, Korea here with Kim Yoon-kung, she scored a tournament high 34 points in a 3-2 defeat against Thailand. She is the top scorer, 135 total points, 122 spikes, 6 blocks, 7 serves. She is 10 points above Sloiches of the Netherlands. Was there a net touch right there? And there's no fault on the part of the Dominican Republic. And now we have here Dominican Republic leading 2-0 and leading here in the second technical timeout by a point. How will Korea respond? I don't see them calling on their team captain Kim Yoon-kung just yet. Coach Lee Jung-chul will draw something up against Coach Marcos Puig.
Si está uno contra uno, tú vas a esperar la mano. Si viene una que está volando, él quiere el rebote, él quiere pasar.
And let's see the kind of energy that this squad from Korea will be showing here on the floor. Yoon Hye-sun, they'll also have Kim Soo-ji here, but do prepare for the service by Valdez that went to Park Jun-ah. They reverse it to Peña Isabel, softer touch this time, picked up by Yoon. They go to Huang earlier for that attack. Valdez sends it to the front where Peña Isabel was, but a little too deep for her to control that. Lee So-young for the service, 22-year-old wing spiker, hoping that she'll rack up some points here for Korea. Unfortunate error on their part. As Peña Isabel, she has 13 attack points so far, and she's been doing a stellar job here with another service ace. The Dominican Republic now with 5 points off of serve so far in this match, where we have Korea calling for a timeout as they trail by 2, not liking what they saw after that technical timeout earlier. Let's see the crucial adjustments that they need to make. How Wang Yunju will respond, as well as Park Jong-ah. Watch out though for their libero. How Nam Ji-yoon prepared for it, but it hit net. And the Dominican Republic, where Rivera is, will prepare for this hard hit. Rivera to Martinez. Rivera will bump it over after that service by Kim Soo-ji. Here's the attack. They go from the left side, deflected. But ball still alive, and Henare puts it away fast after that dime coming from Marte. Great quick shot right there. Not enough for Park Jong-ah to try to deflect and stop. Rivera back in that service area. She doesn't seem to be bothered by an earlier problem that she had with the foot. But do watch this service from Yum. Rivera ready for this. Same with Peña. Marte to Henare, denied this time by number 13, Park Jong-ah. And that left hand block that deflected the ball and fell on the floor for the Dominican Republic, enough to put this game tied at 19. Korea looking to swing the favor in their way. Henare again. And Henare Martinez just having a lot of fun here. The Koreans lost 3-1 in Italy, against Italy in their first time out. And then they went on to win 3-0 as Binet checks in. Korea won in their second assignment 3-0 against the Netherlands. Day 3 saw Korea winning against Japan. And then day 4, you had Korea winning against Kazakhstan. And they won that last play right there. Bae-yun Na flexing her way through, showing that she can somehow get it through the seams in between Rivera and Binet. Here's the service coming from Park Jong-ah. And day 4, Korea beat Peru before they lost to Thailand. Martinez all the way to Nam Ji-yoon. Once again, they're getting Hwang Yunju her touches. They'll set up Peña Isabel, or Martinez rather, for that instance. Martinez went up to challenge Hwang Yunju, but she's just tough to stop. As that time, she swipes it off the block of Martinez, and a timeout called by Coach Marcos Quick, as the Koreans now building some momentum. The Dominican Republic are looking to win this in straight sets. They won yesterday against Kazakhstan, and they did that 3-1. What a finish this would be if they're able to put the highly celebrated Koreans, who just scored an ace right there, care of Park Jong-ah. A straight sets defeat, but Jong-ah making sure that they still protect this lead now, 22-20. She'll try to hit it to where Peña Isabel is. She does. Isabel not being able to control that. Castillo is there. Here's the attack. Oh, but Martinez stretching it out to stuff it right back on the floor of Korea. To now come within one. She got to that first before Hwang did. Marte for service. Hwang scores again for Korea, now at 23. Hwang there finding the angle, nice cut shot. At this juncture, they'll need the taller Kim Soo-ji on the floor to replace their libero, Nam Jae-yeon. Unfortunately, though, that point thrown away with that error by Bayun Na. Rivera in for Castillo. They have Martinez, will try to serve it up to Nam. Martinez over to Bennett. Free ball opportunity. Nam sets it up. That reverse though for Hwang. Ball still live. Marte sends it over. From the back row, they go, and that point coming from Park Jung-ah. She's right now the most lethal weapon that you have in that back row, especially now that number 6, Hwang Yun-ju, will be replaced. But first, there's a challenge before the official substitution. Was there, in fact, a fault coming from that back line attack, that back row attack? Coach Marcos Quek making sure that... Oh, there you go. There was none. She just stepped right behind that, and there was no fault there, as Korea still has this 24-22 lead against the Dominican Republic in set number 3. Let's see if Korea is able to put it away. They have now Kim Hee-jin on the floor to try to put up quick points there. And of course, Lee Hyo-hee, you can rely on her when you need good, perfect serves, and you have Rivera preparing for that. They go to Bennett instead. Peña Isabel, the soft touch over, just over the blockers. Kim Soo-ji out of reach for her. Let's see if the Dominican Republic with Hinaire Martinez replacing Bennett will give them the firepower that they need, as Vargas is at the service area to try to tie this. They went to Park Jun-ah. Ball still live. Oh, and Castillo saves that for the Dominican Republic. Here's the attack. Good job by Rivera. Castillo tries to control it from the back. They bump it over. This is going to be a great one. Number 4, Kim Hee-jin. Castillo to Peña Isabel. Wow, what a rally. What a rally at a finish by Peña Isabel, but the side of Korean, they deflected that one after the other, and they clawed and they tried to finish it off in this third set. They're gonna have to wait. Vargas to Park Jun-ah. Oh, good job. Good job by Kim Hee-jin. Will they be getting this set here via that service of Lee So-young to Castillo? They go to Peña Isabel, and we're tied again at 25 apiece. Nam Jae-yeon is getting ready for the heat. Peña Isabel for service. That time received by Lee Jae-young. Here's the attack, deflected, and that'll be a point though for Korea as that went out. Set point once again. The Koreans here showing nerves of steel here in set number 3. Set point, Kim Soo-ji for service to Castillo. They go to Hinaire, puts it down and away. We are liking what we're seeing here for this third set, aren't we? Where we have De La Cruz checking in. Substitution and replacing Marte Frica, as Martinez will also be giving Castillo some well-deserved respite. She had some wonderful acrobatic saves there. Talking about their libero. Rivera send that over to Nam Jae-yun. Ball dug up there by Peña Isabel. De La Cruz, soft touch over. They'll try to manage it to send it over to Martinez. Ball will stay on that side, as the Dominican Republic will now be just one away from winning this match. Will they end this campaign of theirs at the 2016 World Olympic Qualifying Tournament with 2 wins straight and a long and hard-fought third set here? Timeout by Korea. Match point for Korea, who played without Kim Yoon-kong. And the team captain here, hoping that she can will this team to victory here in set number 3. Trying to provide inspiration as they prepare for Rivera. Managed it to Kim Nam-ji-young. Here's Martinez, and there you go! Dominican Republic ends their campaign at the 2016 World Olympic Qualifying Tournament, not with a ticket to Rio, but with 2 victories here. 25-23 in the second victory in the first set, 25-11 and 28-26. What a tough battle that was. But the squad from Korea already in the Rio Olympic Games. They are the first team to have qualified for the Olympics here in this Olympic qualifier. They joined Brazil, China, Serbia, Russia, Argentina, USA, and Cameroon. And of course, we also have a slew of Olympic qualifiers already, like the Netherlands, Italy, and Japan. But for the Dominican Republic, they were playing for more than the Olympics, which was really out of reach for them. They were playing for pride, they were playing for glory, and they got their victory. Oh, against a proud and talented squad like this Korean team, who will be preparing now for the 2016 Olympic Games. All smiles, even though they didn't have Kim Yoon-kong, but you expect her to lead the charge in Rio. And she continues to be one of the top scorers for Korea, and it'll be exciting to watch them. But equally excited are we to see the future for the Dominican Republic for volleyball. For the Dominican Republic, they've only been in the Olympics twice, in Sydney, and they didn't get a comeback, make a comeback until the 2012 Olympic Games. But they did get a good finish here. And now looking forward to a good start for the 2012 run-up to the Olympics, which will be here in Tokyo. The number 7 in the world finishes with a big smile. Look at Castillo there, the #1 best digger. They've got so much also from Peña Isabel here in this particular tournament. Would have been great to see Kim Yoon-kong, who's #1 in scoring, go up against Martinez, who's #4 in scoring. But we'll see that battle in another stage in another day. For team captain De La Cruz, she's absolutely proud that this team finished with 2 straight wins, something that they were hoping to do, and that job is done. The squad of the Dominican Republic has so much to be proud of as we once again celebrate another win on their side against Korea, who played like heroes, who got the Olympic slot, but will be ending this 2016 qualifier on a loss. Congratulations once again to Martinez and company for winning over Korea at the end of their 2016 World Olympic Qualification Tournament campaign.